Welcome back to another episode of Minnesota Wild. Be a GM here on Dynasty Central Sports. This is episode 6 of the Wild series, and we are entering the month of March. We are 19-5 record, sitting atop the Central and the West Conference. We have Matt Zuccarello still leading our team with 47 points in 63 games, 15 goals, 32 assists. Let's take a look at the month of March. We got the Flames, Predators, Lightning, Panthers, Sharks, Stars, Rangers, Islanders, Avalanche, Capitals, Hurricanes, Predators, Golden Knights, and Coyotes to finish up the month. Looking at the Dallas game, since they're a pretty tough and big rival of our division, the Central Division, plus they used to be in Minnesota, so there's always going to be a deep-seated rivalry between the two fan bases. One team wants them to get the hell out of their history, and the other one wants to say Minnesota hockey is all our history. So we got the Sharks game. I don't really see that one. I thought about it, but we're going to go with the Stars and the Vegas Golden Knight game at the end of the month, even though Vegas doesn't really have the record to show it. The Stars, though, 23-5. They're pretty close in our division. They're in third in our division, but we are still leading 85 points over 77 for the Jets and Stars. We got Matt Zuccarello still leading our team, like I said, but Ryan Getzlaf, the new addition, 45 points. Parise with 43, and Kirill Kaprizov with 39 points, on the verge of 40 points on the season. We'll see how he wraps up the season. We got only 3 games left in the month of April, so this is going to be a big month. We're already pretty much set for the playoffs. Take a look at the stats so far. Anthony Cirelli is going to sit out the rest of the season unless we really need him. Joel Eriksson Ek is going to be between the Foligno brothers and Honka Burnin' Love. Julius Honka is now in the lineup. Take a look at the lines after the trade deadline. Kirill Kaprizov, 84 overall, is on a line with Getzy and Fiala. We got Parise with Zuccarello on the second line. We got Jordan Greenway, a fantastic power forward winger with Bonino, Clapbomb King, and Ryan Hartman. And like I said, Joel Eriksson Ek between the Foligno brothers. Let's take a look at the defense, as we're going to see the pairings are still pretty solid. Ryan Suter, Dumba, Brodin, Spurgeon. We got Carson Soucy and Honka Burnin' Love. And let's take a look at the goaltenders. Cam Talbot has pretty much been the starting goaltender, so let's give Kaapo Kähkönen a big starting job over this month of March. We're going to sim to our game against the Stars. Let's see how we do in the sim. We got the Flames up. First up, Chad Ruhwedel's up on waivers. We're going to decline that because we don't need that motherfucker. 3-0 against, and Kaapo Kähkönen gets a nice shutout to start this month. 5-2 win and a 3-2 win over the Predators. A shootout loss and a shootout win in Florida. Let's see how we do against the Sharks. And shootout win, 4-3. And now let's go back home to Minnesota. The Stars are going to be in their digital laser tag like jerseys, and we're going to be in our reverse retro uniforms because that's just a gorgeous uniform. We got Kaapo Kähkönen between the net, in the net between the pipes, and Anton Khudobin between the pipes for this Dallas Stars. 16-7-1 record and a former Minnesota Wild draft pick. Kaapo Kähkönen, 7-1 record so far. Let's jump to the first period, and we're going to see the Wild on the attack as a nice defensive play. We're going to dump it into the zone. The Stars get it. Jamie Alexiak takes a big hit, and that's Jordan Greenway behind the net now, and that is now pinned along the boards over to Jordan Greenway. Greenway back to this point. That's Spurgeon over to Carson Soucy with a nice snipe for the first goal of the game.
Oh, yeah.
Carson Soucy comes in into the slot and just nonchalantly snipes it for his 4th goal of the season at the 8:22 mark. Number 21 on the roster, Carson Soucy out of Minnesota Duluth, with a nice screen in front and then snipes it right past Dobby's glove hand for the 1st goal of the game. 4th on the season, and Jordan Greenway providing such a gorgeous screen. It is definitely throwing off Dobby. That's going to be the end of the first period with only 1 goal on the board for the Wild, though. 1-0 lead going into the second. Let's see how we do into the second period. All right, Getzlaf at the draw. We got Kaprizov and Fiala back, and Dumba now has it over to Fiala. Back to Dumba, shot and saved by Khudobin. Heiskanen now passes it over to Sagan. Sagan over to Klingberg. Klingberg into the Wild zone. Broken up, and Ryan Suter has it. Passes over to Fiala. Fiala over to Suter. Suter now into the neutral zone. He's going to skate that into the Stars zone. Loses it into the corner. Kaprizov with pressure. Dug out, and a nice shot and goal by Kevin Fiala, the Swiss sniper. Let's go! Puts home the 2nd goal of the game for the Minnesota Wild, 17th on the season, and 1st goal within 2 minutes of the second period. The Swiss sniper, like I just dubbed him, gets a big goal over Dobby's blocker side. Just a nice redirection snipe mid-titty, and Anton Khudobin cannot hold on to that. That's going to be the end of the second period, as well as Kaapo Kähkönen is just shutting down the door so far, and we're going to go into the third period. 2-0 lead. Let's see how the Wild do to hold off the Dallas Stars, the bitter rival from the Central Division. Getzlaf at the draw against Sagan. Sagan will lose that, and back to Ryan Suter. Suter has it over to Kirill Kaprizov, and he's going to score for the 3rd goal of the game. And Kirill Kaprizov is going to take a little dump behind the net, catches himself, but he's going to get his 20th goal of the season. A nice dish over from Ryan Suter, and that's a big milestone for the Russian rookie sniper, and that is great to see him putting up some superstar-like offensive numbers for the Wild. They've really needed it. They've been hungry for an offensive stud. All right, face-off after that, 20th goal from Kaprizov. Suter has the assist from Getzlaf. The Stars have it now into the zone. Big save from Kähkönen, and that's behind the net. Jared Spurgeon over to Ryan Getzlaf, up to Kevin Fiala, loses it. That is Kirill Kaprizov with a backhanded snipe right past Anton Khudobin for his 2nd goal of the game, and the 4th goal of the game for the Wild. 2nd on the shift, his 21st of the season. What a goal. What a nice snipe from Dala Bill Krill. The Wild are up 4-0, and the Russian is feeling it. He is electric tonight in the Xcel Energy Center, right past Anton Khudobin. Wild Havoc, that is Kirill Kaprizov. He's going to pass that up the slot and over now to Zuccarello. He's going to get decimated by the top of the circles. That's a pass out front, and Zuccarello with the one-timer snipe. 5-0. The Wild are just putting on the hurt, and Matt Zuccarello, the Norwegian Hobbit, gets 16th goal of the season. A great backhanded dish to Jared Spurgeon. See, Matt Zuccarello took a big hit late on the ice for a second, got up, and then took that one-timer right in the slot. Everyone forgot about him. He's a small guy, snuck in there and snipes it and sends Anton Khudobin to the showers, as the Dallas Stars have just seen enough. Jake Ottinger, he's going to come in relief. Hopefully he does a little damage control for the Stars, but fuck him. Hopefully we shell him. The Kirill Kaprizov with 2 goals on the game so far, trying to look for that first NHL Hattie. Hits are 24 Stars, 17 Wild. Wild have the puck now. Carson Soucy passes that, and that's a shot and save from Jake Ottinger testing the goalie early. Mark Pysyk over to Nick Kamano. Over to Jason Dickinson into the Wild zone. Broken up, and Carson Soucy's got it now. Along the boards, passes that over, and that's to Nick Foligno.
I have many points.
And that is Nick Bugstad with a big goal. Comes in just nonchalantly into the slot. He just unguarded, just snipes it. And the Blaine, Minnesota native just scores a big goal at home. Jake Ottinger left and hung out to dry as the Stars have just given up in this game. That's the end of the third as Kaapo Kahkonen is going to cock block his way to another big shutout in this game. I don't want to utter those words too bad, but we have 1 second left, and I think we're safe. Kaapo Kahkonen comes up big in this one, and he's got a bunch of saves. The Wild put on a hurt offensively. 6 goals on the board, 0 for the Dallas Stars. And the Finn from, I think he's from Espoo, Finland, will put home another big win, a big shutout, and his record is now 8-1. Fantastic numbers. And that was a great game from Kirill Kaprizov. Dala Bill Kirill with 2 goals. A great game from the Russian rookie. A great game from the Finnish rookie goaltender. And we just have fantastic, promising young players all over the ice, except for Anthony Cirelli. There is a great goal from Carson Soucy, a nice utility defenseman. 6-0, the Wild decimate the Dallas Stars. All right, let's finish up the month of March. Let's see how we do against the Rangers and Islanders. Big loss against the Rangers, but we come back and big win over the Islanders. A 2-1 loss against the Avalanche, not too bad. We're 47-21-6, 48-22-6 now, back-to-back win-loss, and a loss against the Predators. Let's see how we do against the Vegas Golden Knights now. But take a look at the standings. We have clinched the division title for the Central Division. Fantastic information, good word, and we're 3rd in the league right now and 1st in the West by a large margin. That is 8 points between the Wild and the number 2 team, the Edmonton Oilers. Vegas is in their gold uniforms. We're going to be in our green jerseys. We're going to have a nice color matchup between the Golden Knights and the Wild. 48-23-6 against 32-41-4. Vegas has just not had a great season. Kaapo Kahkonen, 8-1-0 record, 3 shutties, a 1.52 goals against, and Robin Lehner, the other Swedish goaltender, coming in 19-22 record. Not a great record for him. And we're going to move ahead to a 5-on-3 for the Wild in the Vegas zone. And that's 5:16 on the third. And turnaround snipe from Eric. Hello. The Pori, Finland native makes it 1-0 early in this game. An 18th goal of the season from Eric Halla, the Golden Gopher center. Originally a Minnesota Wild draft pick. Played at Shattuck St. Mary's in North Dakota.
Nope.
And a fantastic play from the center that we picked up from the Nashville Predators early in this series. A nice goal to make it 1-0. All right, moving ahead at the 4:40 mark of the first, and we are in the Wild zone. That is a nice pass and clear out. Zuccarello takes a hit and loses it, and now Pietrangelo dumps the puck back into the Wild zone. 20 seconds left in the PP. Kaprizov passes that up, and now we enter the Golden Knights zone. Getzlaf has the puck, passes that over, and Zach Parise makes it 2-0 as he goes to Jared in the fucking crease. That is as close as you can get to scoring with authority. 29th goal of the season. Rockets that right past Robin Lehner, who had no shot. He was hung out to dry on defense there. Top of the crease, one-timer, goes to Jared. I swear that thing could have been shot through a fucking cannon. It was so hard. Zach Parise with authority makes it 2-0, and we're going to move right after that goal. 2-0 at the 420 mark. Get your bongs out, buddies. It's assists from Getzlaf and Zuccarello. The Wild have it now into the zone. Ryan Getzlaf passes over to Kirill Kaprizov right through the wickets. Robin Lehner can't squeeze the legs close fast enough, and the Wild get a third goal, 24th of the season from Dalla Bill Krill. Right past in the five hole, and Klaus Dahlstrom. No defense from the Swede. Mark Stone is just itching at not understanding what that... Oh, that was a nice tip.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
As his stick just tipped that right through the wickets for Robin Lehner. Take a look at the goal from Eric. And the goal from Kirill Kaprizov to make it 3-0 after one period. The Wild are rolling hot in Vegas. Just got the great odds right now. At the 5:35 mark of the second period, the win from Ryan Getzlaf off the faceoff. Pass over, and that's back to Getzlaf at the blue line. He's going to skate into the slot, take a shot and save, and goes wide actually. Kaprizov loses that, and that's turned over. Shea Theodore now has it into the Wild zone. Shea Theodore over to Jonathan Toews.
Fucking bullshit!
Puck right past Kakkonen, and he's going to get the first goal against the Wild in this episode. Jonathan Toews coming over from the Chicago Blackhawks in that trade from the trade deadline last episode. Go check that out if you didn't watch it. And now it's weird to see him in a Vegas uniform, but finds some trash in the along the goal line. Really, Kakkonen just could not get that leg to the post fast enough. That's going to be the end of the second period. Only one goal, and it was for the Vegas Golden Knights. 3-1 going into the third period. Hopefully the Wild can hold off the Golden Knights and get a nice win in Sin City. Marchessault has the puck now in the third period. We're at the 17-minute mark. Toews shoots it safe from Kakkonen, puts the block on that one. Kevin Fiala loses the puck at the blue line. Now back in the William Karlsson, while Bill Karlsson skates that into the zone, passes that over and past the defense. Braden McNabb now has it in the neutral zone. Over to Max Pacioretty, broken up. Over to Riley Smith.
What the fuck?
Past Kaapo Kakkonen makes it 3-2. The Vegas Golden Knights itching back to come back into this game. Still 3-2. We gotta shut the door. Kaapo Kakkonen left out to dry on that pseudo breakaway for Riley Smith, the expansion draft pick that came over from the Florida Panthers. A terrible deal for the Panthers, as Riley Smith has been a stud for the Golden Knights. Right off that faceoff, the Wild have the puck, and Parise over to Zuccarello, stolen by the Golden Knights. Back into the neutral zone. Riley Smith has it, and after that big goal, he passes over to Max Pack. William Karlsson loses it, and that's Braden McNabb. McNabb has the puck at his blue line, loses it, and that is stolen. The Wild have the puck. 4-2. Matt Zuccarello with the nifty hands, the shifty digits, and he's got that 18th goal of the season. A great deke. Robin Lehner could not keep up. Goes backy snipey, and the Norwegian Hobbit makes it 4-2, and now I'm feeling a little bit better about this game. It's the end, almost the end of the third period. We got 9.6 seconds left. Vegas with the empty net. Let's see if we can knock it into the empty goal mouth. Vegas has it. That's Riley Smith. Over to Mark Stone. Loses it. Safe from Kakkonen. Spurgeon loses it in front of the net. While Bill loses that along the boards. Back to the point, and the Wild get the win in Vegas. Nevada is great luck for the Wild. Kaapo Kakkonen continues his great play with a ninth win on the rookie season. Cock blocking his way to Wild rookie goalie history. That is a great game. 4-2. The Wild get another big win in this awesome season. I was not expecting this as a great regular season for the Wild. It just must be my amazing GM skills. They need to hire me pronto. This is great. Even though I made some weird trades, I think so far this roster has really put together well. A great goal from Bill Krill, with a nice goal between the wickets, ends up to be the game-winning goal. That's the end of March. Nope, Brendan Davidson's on waivers. Don't give a fuck. And the Coyotes give us a loss again. We end every month with a loss in this series. It doesn't matter though. We have 49 wins on the season. Ryan Getzlaf now leads the team with 60 points on the season, 45 assists. That's what I wanted to bring him over for. Parise with 29 goals to lead the team, but Bill Krill with 24 goals, 29 assists, 53 points on the season. Just what I expected out of a fantastic Russian prospect, has really put in a great rookie season. Bonino with 37 points, Clapbomb King, and of course Nick Bjugstad, the Blaine, Minnesota native, 33 points so far. Jordan Greenway with 32. He fell off in the series between the last episode and the series episode before, but so far he's still putting in some great play. 149 shots on goal though. Got to get that shooting percentage up, 8.7. And Eriksson Ek with 12 points. I want to give him more time. He just hasn't really gotten a lot of play from coach. Julius Honka putting in some nice play. And of course, Kaapo Kähkönen, the name of the game. 9 wins, 1 loss, 1 overtime loss, and 3 shutouts in just 1 month. .945 save percentage, 1.57 goals against, and so far a great game from the 24-year-old Finnish goaltender. 6'2", 223 points, 19 goals against so far in just 13 games. Take a look at the rookie scoring leaders. Lafreniere with 59 points, Kaprizov right behind him with 53, and it's only a 2-man race between those two. Timmy Stu with 37 points for the Senators, Vitaly Kravtsov with 30 points for the Rangers, and Barrett Hayton with 30 points. Dylan Cousins with 26, and so far the Wild are riding high. We got the division championship under our belt. We're going for the conference championship next. And next time you see us, hopefully we got that Z next to our name. Wild still third in the league in standings, and that's going to be the end of this episode. Thank you for watching this episode. Episode 6 of Be a Pro series here on Dynasty Central Sports. Smash like down below, hit subscribe, and throw us a comment. Hit us up on Instagram or Twitter, and thank you for supporting the channel. We really, really appreciate it. I thank you all the time. Check us out for episode 7 of the Wild series. Check out the Rams and Be a Pro with Theo Tuggerson. We'll see you later.